worked out for the beginning. We'll see if they go back to it or if they'll pick something different. London Conspiracy, they're going to switch things around and get first pick here for game number 2. We'll see if it works out in their favor.
A very clean execution from a very pick-oriented comp from Titan, having the Ares as well as the repikas on that Circuit. That's the god I'm looking for. We'll see if they elect to go the same type of style, picks and bans.
I do like Cherio's Circuit.
Yeah, it's fine. His Wheelix was, I couldn't really tell. They were kind of just like reacting to everything Titan did. Very
good analysis. I mean, you really couldn't judge the jungler because junglers, it's interesting. Junglers,
no, it's all Cherio's fault. That's what you want to say. I can tell. I can feel it, Tom.
No, junglers are always forced in a position where, I mean, it's sort of if you're not first, you're last type deal where a lot of times the jungler that's behind winds up not being able to make plays because they're forced to respond to everything else. Don't forget, there's more to just ganking out of the jungle. A lot of times your job is to sort of provide triage to the lanes that are in trouble, and it's very easy to just get stuck in this routine of all I'm doing is helping the lanes that are behind. I can't make plays myself, and that's what we saw Cherio suffer from the last time around.
Circuit, Giannis banned out, no surprise there, Kepri as well, but instead of Wukong, it's actually Neath taken out by London Conspiracy. They were the one who drafted it, and they're not even going to go for Wukong. They first pick Athena for EmilZy, and EmilZy typically that support player who plays the Athenas and Gebs, very defensive style, where you see the KanyeLife kind of on the other end of the spectrum, where he's grabbing the Ymirs in the areas, the I'm going to do damage and hurt you. Wukong still on the board?
There it is.
Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. Wukong ain't making it past the first couple picks.
Now, don't forget,
what a joke.
Wukong Thor is a very similar lane to what Titan played the very last time these teams faced off. Bluestone was a little bit different.
Ataraxia left the solo. He's like, no, don't put me back on Wukong. Played like 80 games in a row on Wukong. Stop it. Give me something new.
So Thor and Sun Wukong going to be picked up for Titan. Hell and Isis chosen for London Conspiracy. So that's going to be... How many weakening curses can you build on the side of Titan?
There's a couple options left open. Osiris, most notably for anti-healing. Odin as well. But the problem is then you've dropped a Thor, Wukong, and Odin. And can your team play that style where your jungler or your support maybe have to play something that they typically don't or aren't incredibly comfortable with? Right? Like Thor can go all 3 lanes. Odin can go all 3 lanes. Wukong can go all 3 lanes. But do your players feel comfortable in that?
I think the Titan has the lineup to go ahead and do that. We will see the Xbalanque picked up by Titan, so they don't take the opportunity given to them right that second to go ahead and pick into.
I like the Geb. I like the Geb.
You like the Geb ban?
Yeah. Titan's draft starting to look like the protect the Xbalanque, and then have, a couple gods that can dive the hell. And taking away that Geb is going to make it a little bit harder for Ataraxia on Xbalanque to do what he wants to do.
I don't like the Geb ban because of how ambiguous
is the word we're looking for, Tom. That's the epitome of messing up.
Very true. Because of how ambiguous this lineup is for Titan. I mean, we've seen KanyeLife play both Thor and Sun Wukong in this support role. Don't be surprised if Titan just doesn't pick a Guardian and we get a Thor support and Geb ban is wasted. Don't be surprised. And because of that, I'm not a #1 fan of the Geb ban. Sobek and Ullr rounding out the London Conspiracy.
EmilZy had a pretty strong showing on Sobek the last time we saw them play. I believe it was Fnatic, right? It was when they traded with Fnatic the last time. And I was a little bit worried actually about EmilZy. Sobek was like, he typically plays these support style Guardians. Don't really see a lot of aggressive, although so it kind of brings a mix. He missed like the first 4 plucks and then hit like the next 30 with blinks. And I'm just like, okay, EmilZy, I'm sorry. I was just kidding.
Yeah, that was a very interesting matchup. So Ra and Nox gonna round out the Titan lineup here. So again, no Guardian. The Geb ban not in the right direction. We're either going to see Sun Wukong or Thor be playing the support role in the long lane. And as we get into it, we'll see repikas on the red pot Thor, which secures KanyeLife and Ataraxia, building up that long lane combination. PrettyPriMe will be playing the Nox in the middle lane and a solo Ra on BroTuZ. So this is actually very interesting. 2 mages in the solo lane here. For London Conspiracy and Titan. Both players will be playing mages, Hell and Ra for LC and Titan respectively. Should be an interesting matchup. Ra clears the wave probably one of the best gods when it comes to clearing the wave, and hell, no slouch either.
This is what it is for BroTuZ. He can literally sit in tower and clear the wave. And he does not have to worry about getting ganked. But at the same time, you know, for me, it's going to be these globals. And London Conspiracy, I think they want to do a lot to go to late game and try and protect the hell. So I think we're going to see Cherio really hold his ultimate and kind of wait until Zashu gets pressured, because if Cherio is looking to ult the mid lane or the dual lane to try and make something happen there, repikas will likely respond with shutting down Zashu. And their goal, London Conspiracies that is to make sure Zashu does not get shut down and can just come into these late game team fights and heal up everyone. Yeah,
we've heard pro players really refer to hell as a time bomb. Essentially,
pretty sure you refer to it as a time bomb, not players.
I've referred to it as a time bomb because of the players' feelings. And basically, if you don't win the game soon enough, hell exists, and that's a problem. She just comes in. Not only is she dealing incredible AoE damage, but she's dealing incredible AoE healing, burst style. So it's not a we fight you and then slink back and sit in the raw heal. It's we fight you, heal, and continue fighting you, which is incredibly difficult to deal with once the game has reached 25-30 minutes, which is where we saw last game go.
Oh, Shaggyshenk looks like he missed his latest arrow. Ataraxia, that would have been a kill, I think, if that bladed arrow connected. Shaggyshenk likely would have dove a little bit harder than he did there, but EmilZy continuing to hit these blink plucks, and it's down for 150 seconds, but Ataraxia, you could be sure that he's going to be a little bit more wary of pushing up now.
Yeah, I mean, especially after that dash interrupted. Very smart play coming out of London Conspiracy. First pluck of the game going to be missed by EmilZy.
Second pluck.
Second pluck?
Because the blink one.
Oh, right, the first one. Right.
The one we just got done talking about, Tom. No, I know.
Which is actually funny because the last time around, EmilZy found trouble hitting those plucks. But after a blink, was able to find the most at 100% success rate. That's what we saw right now. The harder to pull off combination of blink, charge, prey, EmilZy got no problem. But the raw charge prey, a little bit difficult. So EmilZy gonna have to find his way here. Cherio able to clear that wave, or able to clear those backcamps no problem with the help of Aero.
Zashu and so this is like the healer version of this is the mage version of like the two beefy warriors that just like attack each other for 30 minutes, right? This is the mages that both heal, that both clear the wave with one ability in like half a second, and then heal up any poke they take.
This is Chalk Bologna. Immediately, Chalk and Ra are able to just throw out a single ability and clear the wave almost from level 1. Zashu on the Hell has to work a little bit harder, like Bologna. But once you reach critical mass at around level 7, level 8, level 9, peace out, wave, no problem.
Bologna switch stance confirmed. I'm waiting for it.
It's just very funny how those two matchups work out.
Development's going to kill you that you spoil that one.
Oh, well.
Thor, though, looking for a gank over on the right-hand side. You can actually see Zashu backing. repikas is waiting for that opportunity. He hasn't taken to the sky yet. Doesn't look like he has.
No wards.
He might just kind of just be chilling around there. But based on the positioning on that minimap of Hell, Zashu smells something out.
Yeah.
Look at this, though. Cherio at the top end of the dual lane.
Nah, Hell was just waiting for the minions to come up. 3 people in the long lane. Nothing cooking for London Conspiracy.
I'm assuming Zashu smelled it out, so he's in a pretty defensive position there. They're actually going for the mid, but repikas just going to force the ult on Aero and back out of that one. Cherio ulted as well.
Nothing gained, really. And the first Thor ultimate of the game going to be lost. There's a blink at a Cherio. He'll get taunted into the shield wall, into the spirit ball, and take 2 hits from Wing Gust, but not 4. That'll keep him alive for just another minute.
Blink down, though. Actually, as Cherio's blink goes down, Sobek's blink comes up. It just came off cooldown. He's in combat, though. EmilZy not going to look for a pluck anytime soon. Attack speed buffs are spawning, so we can see the dual lanes rotate over there. Mid-Harpies as well. repikas going to find that one. PrettyPriMe just trying to block off Cherio, but going to put out a decent amount of poke. I don't think they have kill potential there too much.
Long range snot out of Aero. Very important. Ooh. The exit is cut off by the rotation out of BroTuZ. Cherio in trouble. Stun into the laser beam. BroTuZ starts the game off right for Titan with first blood onto the jungler.
Nice rotation from all of London Conspiracy, or excuse me, Titan there, to come in and pinch Cherio, who clearly wanted to contest those left-hand side Harpies, but big movement from around the team. Locks down first blood for them.
I like that call, too, because so...
Oh, give it to me, EmilZy. Hit him with the blink pluck.
Looking at him. Blink. There's the charge.
Did he get the
spray.
dash? Oh, he got the dash. Ataraxia is dead.
Yeah, here comes the
ultimate. I like it. Pop it early. Give the last hit to Shaggy. Love the play, EmilZy.
Fantastic play out of EmilZy there. Wow. I love the fact that we were able to ride along with EmilZy there to see just how like mechanically intensive that was. To go ahead, blink, and right away find your target, and then the swift 180 immediately into the ultimate. Very quick, but very quick reaction times coming out of London Conspiracy support player. And like you said, setting up the hunter for the kill, very important, especially in Ullr.
Ooh, Zashu. Zashu in trouble here. Cherio has his ultimate available. Hasn't charged it immediately. I'm assuming Zashu feels a little bit safe. Yeah, you could just see based on Zashu's positioning. Did not panic, held strong, and Cherio not needing to use his ult for that rotation.
Repikas' ability to assess the situation immediately was very impressive. He goes ahead, doesn't get the stun, and then says kill potential is off the table. I'll just clear the wave a little bit. Doesn't try to overextend, doesn't try to fight the hell. Very quickly assesses the situation. All right, that's what's happening. Okay, walks away, safe.
This is pretty good for London Conspiracy. I mean, they only lost one death, and that's to their not their support player, but their jungle Athena. And you jungle Athena because her base numbers are incredibly high, and she brings a lot of utility, not necessarily damage. So not the biggest loss for him.
KanyeLife.
Ult is used. Aero doing a lot of damage to the decoy. KanyeLife comes down. Actually, might get CC'd out. Looks like the Nox is going to deter. Cherio locked on the wrong side of the wall, but there goes the ult from Isis to keep her alive. Silence coming through, but in the sky is Reppy. He's looking for the back line. Aero's the first one to get taken out. EmilZy finds Ataraxia in response, but EmilZy, look, he's rooted in place. BroTuZ ult can't connect. One more hit. The hammer connects. Reppy finds that kill. Cherio trying to juke through. Zashu's rotated as well.
And Zashu's rotation is going to spell harm for Titan. BroTuZ is just a hint away from death, and Shaggyshenk able to secure the kill before the Ra finds his own heal. Jumping over the wall, no stun yet from Shaggyshenk. Couple of basics, the abilities will miss.
Juking.
And because of that, KanyeLife gets out of jail, and that was all the jukes. Jukes.
That was, I mean, jukes from both ends of the spectrum. A lot of players kind of snaking out of kills or deaths that, you know, I thought would connect, but good play from both teams there. KanyeLife forced to ult a little bit early in that fight, but still manages to walk out.
Gold Fury going to be started by London Conspiracy on the ward.
All right, yeah, no.
So
I think they backed off of that when they recognized it.
Yeah, Titan has all the information available to them. Because of that, LC will just walk away. I don't want to force the issue. They're ahead by 300 gold, which is virtually nothing. So
that's like 200.
Yeah.
200 fluctuating to 300. Aero.
Double
that
tap
was a lot of poke. That is, can we highlight repikas likely to be maxing that out?
Of course.
The Mjolnir's out over Berserker's Barrage. Yeah, you can see it rank 5. Can you hover over it? Because I don't think people really understand how much damage this does. So ignoring the scaling, right? It does 200 damage, but then that doubles on the way back. So that's actually 420 plus the 210.
Yeah, it's about 600 damage.
630, and then scaling. Poor Aero, man.
Aero taking a huge chunk out of that 1-2 punch out of the hammer. Titan rotating 3 men deep over to the mid lane Harpies. Those will be picked up as well. 8 minutes in, 3-3, everything all but tied. First game, of course, went to Titan. Very strong victory. London Conspiracy trying to even things out just a little bit.
BroTuZ getting pushed out for now. Zashu has been relatively left unchecked. You can actually see the rotation from repikas. May not even be trying to gank. Actually, yeah. Oh, no, he's taking to the sky. Completely whiffs that one. Zashu, there comes the ult from Cherio. Zashu actually wants to dive tower.
The stun.
Okay, Zashu getting way too greedy here. This
wall.
is, okay, might be able to walk out of this one. Good blocks from Cherio. Repikas could still find the kill, but Zashu nicely healing up. Look at those results for KanyeLife. Zashu heals up again, but wow, that was greedy from him.
KanyeLife.
What in the world?
Looking to help out. Cherio very low. Good cat stun into some damage.
He just baited a double kill, but look at this. London Conspiracy. Who secured that gold? Can we actually take a look at the graphs? It was a jump up for London Conspiracy. So yeah, they find a return kill there. Or excuse me, a return Gold Fury.
which is a very big step in the right direction. Again, still virtually no lead. 600 gold is not anything to even put your feet up onto, folks, but London Conspiracy respond correctly. The double kill over in the solo lane for Titan is also going to get them an extra 500 gold because of the tower they're able to pick up. And the Gold Fury, very important to make sure that that doesn't start to spiral out of control.
BroTuZ rotating back into this one, grabbing his blue buff. Good tanking combination from repikas and KanyeLife there. Able to grab that tier 1 tower. PrettyPriMe rotating over, trying to lock down Shaggyshenk. Silenced out, not rooted in place yet. Nice stun. Actually, Shaggy wants to turn and fight. Nothing up for PrettyPriMe to root him in place, and Shaggy just jumps out of that one for free. No lifesteal, however, online for him, so that poke is significant.
Yeah, not even a death's toll to his name. So all Shaggyshenk has is natural HP 5. Isn't very high, and he knows that, so he's going to go ahead and back to base.
I'm still trying to figure out why Zashu dove that tower. I'm actually, in my mind, I don't know.
Help provides a lot of sustain. Could have been...
You dove a raw Thor deep under tower and took like 10 tower shots, which increase in damage, and you're a Hell who had Breastplate 2 online at the time. And then baited your jungler into death, too, because he had to body block and take a lot of damage.
And it certainly wasn't the correct decision, as we saw how things went out for London Conspiracy. But at the end of the day, also, don't forget, LC was able to get a Gold Fury off of it. If they trade a single player for the Gold Fury, that winds up being
it was
a win,
fine, right?
Correct?
A lot of it was because Kanye had rotated in
and
helped block him down. Titan, though, they are still about even in this game. KanyeLife looking to go on
mid
aero.
lane for London Conspiracy. Here comes repikas with a great wall. Double tap into the Berserker's Barrage. The damage coming out in spades here from London Conspiracy. Being chased. Ooh, perfect stun, but not enough. KanyeLife secures the kill by the staff over the top. Aero going to sit down.
Titan just cleaning up LC there, finding 2 kills. And a great combination from that jungler in mid. You saw the wall perfectly locking 2 players. On the side of the tower they didn't want to be in, more towards the lane, and then the silence, the Siphon Darkness from PrettyPriMe right on top of them. They're forced to run out of the tower. They have no safety net, and then they're blown up. They're just 2 versus 4, couldn't handle it, and then finding that the extra players on the rotation.
Mid lane tower, not able to fall. Looks like Titan going to have to slink back. Zashu and friends able to play defense largely enough. Cherio here in the long lane, defending against the Xbalanque, piloted by Ataraxia. PrettyPriMe will clean up EmilZy in the mid lane as Titan goes ahead and just pushes down this tower. Aero throws out the Spirit Ball, will chunk out PrettyPriMe very well. The Titan collects 500 gold for that mid tower and moves on their way.
A lot of clean, perfect, actually, execution so far from Titan, and both of these games doing a very nice, outside of losing the Gold Fury, they've just played very clean, very synergetic games. This is the Titan we expect.
Yes.
A lot of combo from both the jungler and the mid. PrettyPriMe, repikas, they control the pace of the game. Game 1, though, is KanyeLife making the big plays. So far, it's been Reppy in Game 2.
That's always what we've sort of come to expect out of Titan. The calling card for this team largely has been individually they are skilled, right? They are pro players, but the story behind this team is really the communication, the synergy, and the teamwork that you see come out. That's really what we're seeing. We talked about the 1-2 punch of KanyeLife into the repikas in game number 1. Here, we're seeing a lot of repikas and PrettyPriMe combining for the 1-2 punch.
Look at Cherio. Oh, the dash was used by PrettyPriMe. I don't think Cherio saw it there. He didn't immediately dash in. EmilZy looking for a pluck. Titan smells that out.
They know. They saw the crocodile sneaking up.
So I'm pretty sure Cherio did not see that PrettyPriMe had dashed there. Otherwise, I see no reason he wouldn't have gone in. PrettyPriMe kind of escaping death there, in my opinion.
Cherio just not taking the opportunity.
He had beads 1 on Aegis, I guess. Still, though, would have been super... No, if he had no dash, he would have died.
With that, Titan able to respond, though. Now there's 3 people in the mid
lane.
lane.
Now Titan are looking to pick someone off. EmilZy rotates in, and he's like, nope, not going to go in the mid lane there. Looks like they're just going to counter ward 4 now. Can we actually take a look at number of wards placed? Oh, it's already up. You're the best. 8 by Sobek. Wow, EmilZy putting a lot of investment into ward vision.
Titan putting an investment into the duo lane. Going to chase Shaggyshenk just a little bit. repikas showing his face was enough for Shaggy to walk away. Gold Fury is spawned. Titan making moves towards it.
You can see the rotation from LC as well, though. Even Zashu is here, BroTuZ. This is going to be a fight. I don't think we'll see either of these teams really back off. As I say that, they both back off. Counter warding going on for now. Both want the vision on this gold tier. Titan currently controls it. No counter wards for LC in their inventory, and yeah, it looks like they're just going to back off for now. Zashu has not rotated yet, however, still over here. He doesn't have a teleport to tower or ward. Same with BroTuZ, so it's very risky for both these soul laners to go back to the soul lane and try and push.
Mages generally need their active slot. That's why
Gold Fury being taken, already under 6,000. Titan are just two-manning this. They have the vision, and look at KanyeLife. He's just going to zone EmilZy on the rotation. He's not looking for a kill with that weakening, just looking to zone him out. Titan get this uncontested. No one in position from London Conspiracy there.
Not enough time to respond. Gold Fury goes down to Titan, and that's going to be the first real lead of the game,
London
folks.
Conspiracy clearly wanted to fight that too. Shaggyshenk walks into 5, and the ult for Cherio comes down from EmilZy, but none of them were even close to it, did not respect the fact that Ataraxia and BroTuZ would have been able to combine for it and finish it so quickly.
Just a full step behind, Kevin. 3,000 gold now in the lead for Titan. The first real lead of the game. Trouble in the jungle. BroTuZ on the left side of the map has made the full rotation. Hell's here
Knocks
too.
in place. Cherio looking for the taunt. Finds BroTuZ. No beads for him. The stun from Ice is not going to miss. And PrettyPriMe just throws out that ult, giving less damage to Aero.
Down comes repikas, going to cut off the escape path. The spin to win will be stopped. KanyeLife going to pick up the life of Cherio, though. So repikas able to help out his team just a little bit. There's a kill from EmilZy as he pops up underneath the ground to kill BroTuZ. A good charge prey. Now repikas might be in some trouble, but Shaggyshenk in some trouble as well. 3 members of London Conspiracy pushed all the way back to their back Harpies and Titan. I mean, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Titan feel like they came up on top as far as momentum.
repikas gave a lot of credit to Shaggyshenk there, twice hammering away. He doesn't want to fight Shaggyshenk. He knows that Shaggyshenk right now is huge. He's got his Transcendence fully stacked, Boots 3 and Soul Leader online, making sure that the most fed player isn't going to find anything.
So Titan was able to push that force into the back line. Like we said, London Conspiracy got pushed their back Harpies, but then were able to walk up the mid lane and just take the mid tower. What did Titan do wrong to give up that tower?
I mean, it's just a hell right now, healing for too much. BroTuZ was the one picked off for Titan, so they weren't able to heal up out of combat. And you can see Zashu and really all of London Conspiracy were poked out, but the healing from this hell able to keep him alive. Shaggyshenk, or excuse me, KanyeLife just trying to bird out of there. EmilZy looking for the pluck, not going to find it. And any form of slow should be able to lock Kanye down, but that's not going to happen. It's Zashu caught out alone.
BroTuZ gets the stunned player hit with his ultimate.
Oh, look at Reppy in the sky. PrettyPrime's actually inside of him.
repikas lands down on the left side. Out comes the Nox, but a great ultimate out of Aero will save him for just a second. BroTuZ shows up, throws down the laser beam, and gets a kill there onto the player. Zashu and Aero going to be taking a nap here.
Shaggyshenk thought better of fighting into PrettyPriMe with all of Titan up and the rest of his team kind of in the base at the time. The tower going to be taken.
Look at that skewed player damage. repikas, again, all over the map, being able to almost double what Nox has been able to do out of the mid lane. Titan picks up another tower, but here, still, 7 assists, 4 kills. You know how many kills Titan has in total? 7 plus 4, Kevin. 100% kill participation out of this Thor.
7 plus 4 was that?
I mean, you're the numbers guy.
Oh, no, I just repeat what other people say. I don't know what I'm talking about ever. No, though, you know, repikas, for me as player of the game, so far the game's not over yet, and, you know, London Conspiracy could come back, but for Titan, it's been repikas controlling the pace of the game. Game 1, we gave it to Reppy. It was Kanye. He was the one who really made the big plays, but this game, Reppy has been on a tear. He's been playing phenomenally, and he's, I think what I give him most credit for is giving respect to London Conspiracy's carry, Shaggyshenk, because there's been 2 instances in just the last fight, and probably a few more in the previous fights. Shaggy was able to get 2 early kills, and he gives so much respect. He will port into Shaggyshenk, force Shaggy to jump away, and then Repy kind of just leaves him alone. He doesn't want to fight him. He's just trying to make sure that Shaggy can't make the big plays in the team fights and get his damage off, and then he goes and switches targets or just kind of backs out of the fights and looks for his cooldowns to come back up and reinitiate.
Yeah, especially with the Ullr. Ullr has a high possibility of really impacting team fights because his abilities go behind the front line. Your bladed arrow will actually go through players, and 3 goes over the top, but right now, BroTuZ just takes out EmilZy. Easy peasy.
It was all of Titan really comboing from there. Beads were just used, I believe.
Stuck out, yeah.
Yeah, by Cherio.
So, London Conspiracy in their own jungle, forced to play very defensively here after Titan cleans up their 12th kill of the match. Almost at about 20 minutes. Titan
Cherio's in trouble. He's locked in place. He is dead.
Cherio, he does get out for a second, but here comes Ataraxia. Bola's not able to make it happen, but all of a sudden, there's a Thor. Double tap, not going to hit much of anybody. Berserker's Barrage going to be used to get out of trouble. Ataraxia cleans up his opposing hunter. Cherio still here. KanyeLife has a decoy chasing him, and BroTuZ and the rest of his team finish down the middle lane.
That decoy, I thought it was KanyeLife. I thought that decoy was KanyeLife. It just comes rolling around the back of the fight, and I'm like, KanyeLife looks like he's gonna find Cherio.
I mean, that decoy stopped the back of Cherio.
I mean, that was good. Titan, though, as a team, really locking down EmilZy.
It's taking a while to take this Phoenix down, though. That's a problem. Yeah, because of that extended Phoenix fight, Titan gonna have to retreat.
They were able to grab a Phoenix, though. I mean, that's
of course,
what they wanted. They weren't looking for they weren't going to look to dive the Titan or dive anything else. They actually look like they're going to be taking a trip to the Fire Giant, starting it up as well. Cherio and EmilZy, they're alive, looking to stop it. Aero and Zashu are dead, and Shaggyshenk, he's not going to be there in time. Cherio
stopped, stunned, slowed, damaged, and killed. PrettyPriMe picks up that one for his team. EmilZy coming around the other side, noticed by the jungler. repikas gets a couple of hits on him, and Ataraxia trying to finish it up. Charge Prey should be available in a matter of moments, but Ataraxia hits him with the bola and gets the kill onto the support.
Good stun by Aero there. Maybe could slow down Titan's advancement onto the Fire Giant. You can see Titan not really ready to commit to the big objective just yet. Just really looking to bait those few players. And they're able to do it. They found Cherio, they found EmilZy, but they all just backed and don't have vision anywhere across the map outside of the Fire Giant's side. But a Conspiracy responded nicely and grab this Gold Fury to help even up the lead.
And with that, we'll take a look at the graphs. 8,400 quickly turns into 6,700. A big lead for Titan still, but definitely shortened. London Conspiracy making all the right moves to bring themselves back into this game. The kills are very skewed, but 6,700 gold, Adonis, that's a lead you can come back from.
It's a decent amount. It's definitely a lead that's not insurmountable, especially considering London Conspiracy have a hell for now, though.
This'll change
It's really about holding on as long as they can, or looking for good counter engages, because it's really been Titan that have been forcing the issue. And the problem is that London Conspiracy isn't fighting a defensive 5-on-5. They're fighting defensive 5-on-4s, 5-on-3s, or 5-on-2s because players keep getting picked trying to defend or trying to rotate. Just like this, EmilZy forced out of the fight. He's going to die. And now instead of London Conspiracy being able to combo for a very defensive turnaround, it's them being turned on. Zashu going to be falling from this one. Titan, I don't see them losing this.
KanyeLife's decoy falls.
Best player in the game.
Here we have repikas really playing where we normally see the solo later. BroTuZ, so it's an interesting turn of events. BroTuZ on the Ra, he'll stay sort of in the mid and the back line to provide some triage. Thor, the jungler, going to be the guy that's starting to zone and push. Shaggyshenk, however.
Shaggy really wants that kill, especially after the dash came up. Not going to be in time, though. Root's going to miss. Shaggyshenk, I don't think he's going to be able to turn this one. And really, it's the fact that Shaggyshenk isn't here to help defend this Phoenix.
Ataraxia able to pick up a kill. Aero still here, throws out the Spirit Ball, gets nobody with it, but the right-hand Phoenix will fall, so Titan has 2 Phoenixes down in the base of London Conspiracy. Fire Minions already aggressing onto the Titan, so decent amount of pressure being put on by Titan just by way of objectives.
Shaggyshenk getting a lot of solo farm for now, not only able to push up those waves and those towers, but seal away the attack speed buff and the red buff from Titan, so the player that London Conspiracy really want to get big now is getting big. And it's really about delaying for, you know, probably 10 minutes to allow Zashu to catch up. You can see he's got 3 strong defensive items online. He's got the Ethereal Staff, he's got the Void Stone, and he's got the Breastplate of Valor.
Right.
But so far, it hasn't been enough to keep him alive when it needs to.
And so that's what we were talking about earlier, was that Hell, once you reach 25, 30 minutes, that's sort of your time bomb. You got to win the game beforehand, unless you keep her down. Well, 24 minutes on the clock. Hell is 0-4-2, so Titan have kept her down. She's relatively stuck. I mean, she's building her items online, but she's relatively stuck. Level 18, level below her opponent's solo laner. So
there just is no damage on LC at all. All these players have gone defensive and utility items. There is no burst potential, and they're facing off against a Raw. They really need to combo and lock down these individual players, and they're going to try here.
Here comes the aggression out of Titan. Xbalanque ultimate will just mess all of the communication up. Here comes the damage out of Ataraxia, throwing those long-range bolas. repikas just barely off the mark, but the damage out of Ataraxia's dot will clean up some of the members. 2 members remain for London Conspiracy. You can hear Shaggyshenk throwing his axes and doing what he can, but the rest of Titan will just engage on the Titan. So the Titan takes a lot of damage, already at about 80% HP. Aero and Shaggyshenk have been doing a decent amount here, with Zashu able to provide some healing. Titan down to about 50%. By no means is this free until Zashu falls. Ataraxia gets credit for that one. And with that, Titan get credit for the set. 2-0, going the way of the Titan squad.
So last week we saw a very similar composition that London Conspiracy just drafted when they faced off against Fnatic, and they were able to win against Fnatic. But for me, they had perfect execution last time we saw this. I don't recall if their jungler was the same. I don't think it was Athena. I think it was Thor instead.
Yes.
But it was just all across the board. These players are getting picked one at a time, out of position, rotating in, or just looking to counter ward. And Titan playing a very good game, able to lock down those players and then force the odd numbers fight for really the entire set, right? Last time it was abuse EmilZy because he has no beads. This game it was, all right, let's find one person rotating in. A couple times it was EmilZy, sometimes it was Zashu, sometimes it was the mid laner, not Aero, it was the jungler, Cherio, and then they just won the numbers game.
Exactly. And it started off in the solo lane. BroTuZ, or rather, near the mid, the solo laner made the rotation. BroTuZ came over here and cut off the escape. I loved the call here. BroTuZ made sure, so damage going on in the mid lane, and as the players tried to get out of the mid lane into the jungle, they were greeted by a Ra, so they had to directly turn into a stun, a setup, and a Ra snipe.
And it was the Xbalanque ult that he timed it with. He waited for that last tick where Cherio had to stand still, and then the ult came through. So good job by BroTuZ. Really starting to fill in nicely for this Titan roster.
Exactly.
And this is kind of the point where Titan has been kind of on a downfall. London Conspiracy has been on an upswing. And I was wondering how this game would come out, because more than likely these are the 2 teams that we're going to be seeing face off at the upper end of the super regional bracket. And Titan proving that, you know, BroTuZ, we just needed to give them a few weeks to get them in line.
Exactly. New players, that's what that requires. But old players, they're still turning up. repikas gets his 2nd player of the game, 4-0 and 17 on this Thor. I mean, just all over the map, omnipresent, able to affect almost everything. For a large period of time, had 100% kill participation. I mean, kills wound up. I mean, they had 20 kills before they invaded the Titan, right? I think repikas might have had 100% kill participation.
It was close. It was close. We'll have to ask him. He'll know.
Yeah.
I hope he knows. No, but, you know, repikas played a phenomenal game, both games. This one, most notably, a lot of setup, a lot of lockdown. And we saw it earlier, right? He was 4-0-7, so the last 10 kills were really just setups for his team. But
yeah, like I said before, I mean, Titan had some struggles, but repikas able to stay consistent. And junglers tend to not completely rely and revolve around the rest of the team, but a jungler's success has a lot to do with the rest of the team, right? So repikas stays consistent during a sort of not great period of time for Titan. You could say, and many people will say, Titan really performed today. This is what happens when a jungler gets performance from the rest of his team. So repikas turns out up fantastically. He's our player of the game, and because of that, he's going to wind up on our Alpha Draft numbers as well. He'll be there, joined by the rest of his team. Ataraxia, KanyeLife, PrettyPriMe, and the rest of Titan all down the line.
Ataraxia's a feeder. There's no analysis. Ataraxia's a feeder.
So what happened between you
Nothing
two?
Really. I don't know. I just kind of been like singling them out like, Ataraxia, it's all your fault. It's all your fault.
Oh, well, we're joined. Actually, this is exciting. I'm very happy. BroTuZ, the newest member of Titan, solo laner, just played Ra. He's going to join us on the phone today for the interview. BroTuZ, hello and congratulations on your wins.
Are you there, BroTuZ? Hello.
All right, so we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. I'm sure we'll get BroTuZ on the line in just a moment. But one of the things I really want to ask BroTuZ about is just joining this team because we saw him come onto the squad and again performed pretty well. BroTuZ, are you there?
Hello?
Fantastic.
Hey.
Hello. Nice to finally speak to you. We'll just get right into it. You just joined Titan, and most recently this game, we really got to see, you guys perform at a top level. First of all, how did you come into joining this team?
Well, basically, I heard from someone that Confrey was no longer going to be with Titan, so they reached out to me. It was actually kind of surprising because I did not play solo lane at the time.
All right.
So I was surprised that it even considered me for like the potential in that role. And then they kind of like tried me out with 2 others, and apparently I was the best. So
did you know the squad? Did you know the team beforehand, or did they just hear about your skills?
Yeah, I did know about the boys. I follow the esports scene, so I kind of know them. But yeah, I haven't talked to them privately before, so it was kind of surprising. But yeah, they are so nice guys, and it's so easy to fit into a unit with theirs. So
awesome, because that feeds directly into my third question is, especially since you didn't know the guys personally, what was the process like for you to come onto this team and really start to become a part of the machine that Titan is known for?
Basically, I was trying to find my role in the squad because the 4 other guys are like kind of like this unit that you cannot split apart. So it was kind of like trying to figure out, what do this team need? Do they need like another frontliner, or do they need the sustain or whatnot? So it's basically just trying to fit in what makes it happen. And then after like 20 minutes, when I kind of joined the team fights, it's hopefully what is missing.
Excellent.
So I have a question for you here. The Raw, it was the last pick of the draft for you guys. How much input do you have to your picks? Because I know there's some players in the scene, like Cyclone Spin and Zalia, that's been publicly spoken, like when they want a god, they're like, give me this god, and their team will draft it for them. Do you kind of have that power at all coming into it? I don't expect so, but just tell me how the drafting works. Are you really a big part of it?
Yeah, I'd actually say I'm a kind of big part of it, to be honest. In regards to my own pick, I think I like 90% of it is like me saying what I want. And in regards to the Ra pick, it was like we needed something to fit with the Thor, the lockdown that Thor brings. But we also wanted something to like counter-sustain the health. So we had our own kind of sustain. And well, the Ra just fitted perfectly.
I think it did. I think that was the perfect last god that you drafted into there.
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much so. So you guys come off of and take 2 against your opponents. You personally have been doing fantastic. So just congratulations to you, your team, and I am sure the addition of you into the squad is very well welcomed. Before we let you go, man, do you have any shout-outs to friends, family, or otherwise?
Yeah, shout out to Baba Yet. Oh wait, that's not us. That's not us. Nah, for real though, for real though. I want to thank the guys because they're super nice guys and they've welcomed me so easily. So it's been a like easy transition into solo lane, somewhat at least. And yeah, thank you to all the fans for supporting me and yeah, making me feel welcome. Yeah, folks, thank you everyone, basically.
Excellent. Thank you very much. That was BroTuZ, solo laner, brand new solo laner for Titan. A very, very cool guy.
What an awesome interview.
Yeah, that's the first time I've really spoken to him, and I can tell you right now that attitude that he has is why he's fitting in so well with Titan. Yeah. In general, they're pretty nice guys, and today, nice guys don't finish last. 2-0 goes Titan, and we'll take a look at how that affects the standings. They're going to separate themselves just a little bit from London Conspiracy, who they previously shared a record with. Now, not so much. We'll see Titan jump up just a little bit. They're going to be 12-12, no longer 10-12 as that reflected.
Still trying to catch Fnatic and secure really that 3rd seed. Fnatic has a big game against Paradigm. It's actually the match of the week that we'll be seeing later on. Not today, but I believe it is Saturday. But Titan, they still have Epsilon and Paradigm to face off against, so it's going to be a rough road for them if they want to secure 3rd seed.
Yeah, it'll be tough for them. It'll be an uphill battle facing off against one of the top teams or the top team in their region. And with that said, we're going to look at the top team in North America. Envy is going to be playing next. Make sure you catch that game. We'll see you in a few.
I'm eager for it.
catch the wall. Catch the